It started as just another holiday. On April 28, 2025, travelers landed in sunny Spain expecting tapas, beaches, and a well-earned break from work. But what they walked into was something completely different. Total blackout. No signal, no traffic lights, no working ATMs. Just a modern society brought to a crawl in a matter of hours. This wasn't a Hollywood movie. This happened. And it revealed one powerful truth. Most people aren't prepared. Today, we're diving into what really happens during a sudden, large-scale power outage and how you can prepare for it, whether you're traveling or right at home. These are practical lessons from real events that can make the difference between discomfort and disaster. Power outages aren't new in Europe, but what happened on April 28, 2025, was next level. In a matter of seconds, a massive blackout swept across mainland Portugal, most of Spain, and parts of southern France, cutting off electricity to millions and leaving even seasoned travelers scrambling. Preliminary reports revealed that the crisis began with the sudden loss of around 2,200 megawatts of electricity in southern Spain. That might not mean much at first glance, but in grid terms, it's catastrophic. The abrupt drop caused the system frequency to fall too fast, triggering automatic safety protocols that disconnected Spain from France's grid. Just like that, a localized failure snowballed into a full-blown regional collapse. At first, rumors swirled. Was it a cyber attack? A solar flare? Authorities were quick to clarify. No, it wasn't hackers or a solar storm. It was internal grid instability, plain and simple. But the timing was interesting. We're currently nearing the peak of solar cycle 25, a natural period of intense solar activity. In fact, just weeks before the blackout, a strong solar flare knocked out GPS and radio systems across parts of Europe and North America. That kind of disruption didn't cause the Iberian blackout, but it shows how easily modern systems can be rattled, whether by technical faults or space weather. In a world that runs on electricity, this was a wake-up call. Infrastructure isn't as bulletproof as we think, and sometimes, all it takes is a 20-second glitch to send everything into chaos. When that blackout hit, everything stopped. Phones lost signal, railway crossings froze, credit card machines stopped working, and while the lights were out, the reality clicked on. Modern life is fragile. People still arriving from the airport had no GPS, no mobile data, no traffic coordination. It wasn't chaos, but there was an eerie calm. A quiet reminder that when the power goes out, so does our sense of control. Restaurants closed, grocery stores dimmed. In one small town, shoppers were walking through aisles with flashlights, grabbing what little food remained. Within just a few hours, water, bread, and canned goods were nearly gone. And here's the kicker. If you didn't have cash, you weren't buying anything. In an increasingly cashless society, this might seem outdated. But during a blackout, card readers are just hunks of plastic. Travelers who had thought ahead and withdrawn euros before the trip were able to pay for essentials. Those who didn't were left scrambling. ATMs were already empty by the time many people arrived. Lesson learned: always carry some emergency cash, both at home and while traveling. One traveler couldn't open their vacation rental's electric gate. Without power, the system was dead. They ended up climbing over it, resulting in a twisted ankle. Not exactly how you want to start a holiday. This points to a broader prepping principle. Don't rely entirely on tech. Whether it's smart locks, electric cooking gear, or automated gates, power outages turn conveniences into liabilities. Make sure you always have a physical key or manual backup for doors and gates, a basic map or printed directions. Don't count on Google Maps. Low-tech lighting, candles, headlamps, etc. When the power goes out, a few simple items can completely change your experience. Based on this incident, and similar ones like the 2021 Texas winter blackout or Puerto Rico's ongoing grid instability, here are some survival must-haves. Light sources that don't rely on your phone. Phones are great, but flashlights and headlamps are more efficient and don't eat up your emergency communication device's battery. Power banks and spare batteries. Whether you're powering a phone, radio, or flashlight, backup power is essential. Solar chargers are a bonus during daylight hours. Clean water. Have at least 1 gallon, or 3 to 4 liters, per person per day. When the grid goes down, water treatment plants can fail too. Shelf-stable food. Crackers, canned goods, dried fruit, and protein bars go a long way. Rotate your pantry regularly so it stays fresh. Candles and matches. Cheap, effective, and calming during stressful times. A basic first aid kit. From twisted ankles to minor burns, you want quick solutions when healthcare access is limited. Printed contact information and addresses. If your phone dies or has no signal, you'll be glad you didn't rely solely on digital records. Cash. Again, card readers fail, cash won't. In almost every real-world blackout, supermarkets become ground zero. Shelves empty fast. Cold food spoils. Staff often shut down entirely due to systems not working. If this happens in a tourist town just hours into a blackout, imagine a longer outage in a major city. Want to be ready? Keep an emergency food kit at home or in your vehicle with canned beans, soup, and veggies, rice or instant noodles, peanut butter or other high-calorie spreads, a manual can opener, a small gas stove or solar cooker. Don't count on eating out or grabbing groceries last minute. Everyone else will be doing the same. This isn't fear-mongering, it's fact. From California's rolling outages due to wildfire risks, to Ukraine's deliberate attacks on power infrastructure during wartime, or even cyber attacks on critical systems in the US, the grid is under pressure, and climate change is making things worse. Extreme heat, stronger storms, and increased demand for power all make the system more fragile. Even the International Energy Agency has warned that modern grids need serious upgrades to keep up. So prepping for a power outage isn't just smart, it's realistic. In small towns, communities may rally together. But in big cities, the first few hours of a blackout often bring confusion. Elevators stop, subways stall, cell towers struggle. So ask yourself, if the lights went out tonight, do you have enough food and water to last 3 days? Can you communicate or get news without Wi-Fi? Can you stay warm or cool without HVAC? Would you have light after sunset? If the answer is no to any of these, it's time to prepare. In a matter of hours, a normal vacation turned into a reminder of how fragile our systems are. But it also showed how small steps can make a big difference. A flashlight, a power bank, a bit of food and water, a few euros in cash. These aren't bunker-level prepping tactics. They're just smart habits for modern living. Whether you're traveling or staying home, the reality is the same. When the grid goes down, your preparedness goes up. So stock a go bag. Keep your pantry rotated. Charge that backup power bank. And most of all, stay calm, stay aware. Because the next blackout might not give you a warning. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, drop a comment with your favorite prepping tip,